The Philippines in 2025 is a nation of breathtaking contrast. A place where the future's glass and steel skyscrapers cast shadows on centuries-old cobblestone streets, where the relentless digital buzz of Manila seamlessly collides with the primal calm of untouched island coves. It's a country perpetually in motion, yet forever rooted in the warmth of its people and the richness of its traditions. If you've ever wondered what life here truly feels like beyond the curated postcards and travel blogs, the real heartbeat, the daily rhythms, the challenges, and the unparalleled joys, then stay with me. We're about to pull back the curtain. This isn't just a tour. This is the Philippines, unfiltered and authentic, waiting for you to understand its soul. We begin in Manila, the undeniable, pulsating heart of the Philippines. This isn't just a city, it's a living, breathing organism of over 13 million stories. The streets are a symphony of organized chaos, a spectacle that engages all your senses at once. Your day might start with the familiar roar of a jeepney, each one a rolling canvas of folk art, vibrant colors, and religious iconography, its driver a master navigator of the intricate dance of traffic. Then comes the aroma, a compelling mix of sizzling garlic from a roadside turon vendor, the faint hint of diesel, and the sweet, familiar smell of ripe mangoes from a fruit cart. The sound is a constant hum, a soundtrack composed of beeping horns, the call of para from passengers, and the ever-present buzz of motorcycles, the unsung heroes of the city's mobility, weaving through gaps invisible to the untrained eye. Life here is fast-paced, loud, and unapologetically vibrant. It's the hurried lunch break in a crowded food court, the serene moment of prayer in a centuries-old church amidst the skyscrapers, and the collective sigh of relief as the sudden tropical downpour briefly cools the bustling capital. This is Manila in 2025, a metropolis of relentless energy, resilient people, and a rhythm that every Filipino knows by heart. A rhythm you can't help but move to. But to truly know the Philippines, you must step outside the capital, where the nation's soul shines its brightest. The culture is a deep, flowing river of history, faith, and community, fed by influences from Malay, Spanish, American, and Asian ancestors. This is most visible during a fiesta, a town-wide celebration that transforms ordinary streets into a river of parades, music, and laughter. It's a time when everyone, rich or poor, opens their homes, sharing heaping plates of lechon, pancit, and other delicacies with neighbors and strangers alike. This spirit of communal joy is the bedrock of Filipino identity. Beyond the parties are the deeply rooted family traditions. Sundays are often reserved for lunch at Lola's house, a multi-generational gathering where respect for elders is not just taught, but lived. It's in the gentle mano, taking an elder's hand to your forehead to seek blessing, and in the unwavering support system that ensures no one faces hardship alone. The famed Filipino hospitality, or pakisama, isn't a myth, it's a daily practice. Every smile you meet on a hike through the Banawe rice terraces or in a quiet provincial town feels less like a greeting and more like a genuine invitation to belong, to share a story, and to become part of their extended family, if only for a moment. And then there's the food, the universal language of the Filipino heart. To call it mere sustenance is a profound understatement. Every meal is a story, a celebration, and an act of love. The adventure begins on the streets, with the sizzle of isaw, chicken intestines, and pork barbecue skewers, grilled over hot coals and dipped in a sweet and spicy vinegar sauce. Then you have the iconic comfort foods, the sour, tamarind-based tang of sinigang na baboy, a dish that cools you down on a sweltering day, and the national favorite, adobo, chicken or pork braised in vinegar, soy sauce, garlic, and peppercorns, creating a savory, salty-sweet masterpiece that is uniquely Filipino. But the experience doesn't end with the main course. The famous dessert halo-halo, which literally means mix-mix, is a towering spectacle of shaved ice, sweet beans, jellies, flan, and ube ice cream, a metaphor for the country itself. A delightful, chaotic, and perfect blend of diverse ingredients. However, the true essence of Filipino cuisine isn't found on a menu. It's found in the act of kamayan, eating with your hands from a banana leaf-covered table, and in the loud, joyful chaos of a family gathering where food is the centerpiece and stories are the main course. Daily life for the average Filipino in 2025 is a fascinating study in balance, shaped significantly by the value of the Philippine peso. For a foreign visitor or expat, the cost of living can feel surprisingly affordable, a luxurious three-course meal for the price of a fast food combo elsewhere, or a comfortable Airbnb for a fraction of a hotel bill in other global cities. You can enjoy a fresh mango smoothie for less than $1 and an hour massage for little more. Yet for many locals, this reality is juxtaposed with economic challenges, as the pursuit of higher wages and stable employment continues to be a central part of the national narrative. This duality is visible everywhere. You can shop in a traditional palenque, wet market, haggling for the day's fresh fish and vegetables amidst the vibrant, noisy stalls, and then just a short walk away, cool off in a gleaming, ultra-modern shopping mall filled with international luxury brands. This is the Philippines' economy in a nutshell, a dynamic and growing landscape where centuries-old trade practices coexist with a rapid digital revolution, creating a unique environment of both struggle and opportunity that defines the daily grind and aspiration of Filipinos. Yet the soul of the Philippines is not cemented in its cities. It's scattered across its 7,641 islands, waiting to be discovered. A short flight from Manila's chaos transports you to another world entirely. In Palawan, the Puerto Princesa subterranean river winds through an ancient cave system, and the lagoons of El Nido offer karst cliff landscapes so dramatic they seem unreal. In Boracay, the famous white beach, powder-soft sand, and crystal-clear waters have by 2025 been perfectly balanced with sustainable tourism, preserving its paradise status. Over in Sargio, the surfing capital, the vibe is laid back and bohemian. The daily schedule is dictated not by meetings, but by the tides and the search for the perfect cloud-like wave. And in Cebu, you can swim with gentle whale sharks in Aslab before exploring the cascading waterfalls of Kawasan Falls. Island life here operates on Filipino time, a more relaxed, fluid approach to schedules that forces you to slow down, breathe deeply, and remember that not everything in life has to be rushed. It's a reminder that the country's greatest treasure is its natural, unspoiled beauty. For those considering making the move, the Philippines in 2025 presents a compelling and growing landscape of opportunity. The job market is vibrant, especially in metro centers, with a massive and thriving BPO industry, a booming tech startup scene in areas like Makati and BGC, and a constant demand for English teachers and skilled professionals in engineering, healthcare, and maritime industries. The education system is robust, with prestigious universities attracting international students for medical degrees, business programs, and language studies, all at a cost that is highly competitive globally. Healthcare, too, offers a spectrum of choice. Major cities boast world-class private hospitals with state-of-the-art technology and internationally trained staff offering medical and dental services at a fraction of Western prices, making the country a top destination for medical tourism. Meanwhile, a network of public hospitals and clinics serves the wider population. Whether you plant your roots in a modern condominium in the heart of the business district or a quiet, rustic home in a provincial town, life in the Philippines can be tailored to be as connected and modern or as simple and traditional as you desire. When the sun goes down and the heat subsides, the Philippines transforms, revealing another layer of its charismatic personality. Manila in particular comes alive in a completely different way. The social scene is the cornerstone of life. It often starts in cozy, neon-lit karaoke bars, where groups of friends and soon-to-be friends belt out classic OPM or original Filipino music and international hits, sharing pitchers of beer and creating instant bonds over off-key vocals. For a more energetic experience, the pulse of the city beats strongest in the nightclubs of Poblacion or the rooftop bars of Bonifacio Global City, offering crafted cocktails and breathtaking views of the glittering metropolitan skyline. But nightlife isn't confined to the capital. In Boracay, you can have a cocktail with your feet in the sand, and in Cebu, the streets of IT Park come alive with food parks and open-air bars. The Filipino night is fundamentally about connection. A shared meal at a 24/7 ihaw spot, laughter-filled conversations that stretch into the early hours, and the unwavering, joyful spirit of a people who know how to celebrate life together. So whether you dream of building a career here, furthering your education, simply traveling through its endless islands, or just understanding what it's truly like to live in a place where joy is a collective activity, the Philippines in 2025 offers a story. It's a story written in the vibrant colors of a jeepney, the serene blues of the Sulu Sea, the savory aroma of a family pot of adobo, and the warm and welcoming smile of a stranger. It's a narrative as colorful, diverse, resilient, and unforgettable as the 110 million people who proudly call it home. This is more than a pin on a map or a destination for a vacation. This is not just a travel destination. This is the Philippines. And perhaps after your journey, a part of it will become your home too.